Good morning, everyone. Hannah Star Saber here. Going to do a quick little run through of the Artist of War Mythic event. Now, this event assumes that you've already achieved getting Grand Admiral Thrawn at 7 stars. It requires, to get to that far, to begin with, you need to have a very strong Phoenix squad that can overcome the abilities that Thrawn has. When you go to the Mythic level event, you can use any team. I'm going to go ahead and try it with the Phoenix to show you how difficult it can be with just the Phoenix squad. So now, obviously, in the Phoenix team, you want to have a leadership with Hera. So if you don't have that, you're not doing yourself a favor. Get her as high as possible. Whether or not you get the Zeta is kind of up to you. And what other characters you choose kind of depends on the composition you like to run. I was like Ezra, if you want a really hard hitting squad, he's very good at that. Sabine, because she adds an AoE ability, is very useful here. We'll add Kanan because, as far as tanks go, he tends to be better than Chopper. And we'll add Zeb in this case because what it does is it adds an additional days. The additional days will help control the turn meter in this fight, and that's a big factor involved. Now, the problem with these events, you see a lot of these characters get a lot of preloaded turn meter. The nice thing about Phoenix Squad specifically is they get a lot of counterattacks. That will be very useful here because you'll take a lot of hits before you even get a shot off, so that's something to be aware of. Now, to the extent possible, you have a stormtrooper right out the gate you got to hit here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to keep wailing on them. Now, when they got really low turn meters, Sabine is a pretty good call to assist here because she does extra damage based on that ability. Now, when you got a tank here, you got two choices. You can either use the Demolish ability, which causes the multi-days. In this case, I'm just going to use the Armor Shred. The Armor Shred will take a taunting tank and make him a little bit weaker, more susceptible to hits. Now we'll throw in Zeb with his staggering sweep. That'll give a daze here. Now, with Kanan, you got some nice abilities available. You got a total defense, which will cause Foresight to go on multiple characters and do a cleanse. That's what we're going to use here because that heal block could be a problem later on. Okay, now we have a Thrawn's Fracture Out, so that's something to be aware of. So you're not going to want to attack him because he'll do a lot of counterattacks other than maybe an AoE. But you will want to start to unload on the team here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you get a chance to take out a Death Trooper, do it. Those are your biggest threats while you're out here, other than Thrawn himself. So go ahead and take them out. You got an Armor Shred, will go ahead and hit Thrawn with that and cause a stagger. He didn't do a counterattack, thankfully, so that will buy us a little time. Now, you always want to put the Resuscitate on Kanan, because when he does taunt, he might draw a lot of hits. So we'll go ahead and take that daze off of Zeb. That's how you want to work that ability. You select a character that has a pre-existing debuff because that will help cleanse it. Now with Hera, I like to call Ezra as much as possible. Ezra is, of course, the hardest hitter. In this case, I'm going to call Hera back and then do a little bit of a swap. Keep trading here. Okay, see if we can get the stagger out. Not in time before he recovered, but that's okay. And we finished it off. So this is the Mystic level. If you have a geared up Phoenix team, this is not a problem event-wise. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do the Tier 3 Mythic, which is kind of the reverse. It requires 7-star characters who are Empire and Admiral Thrawn as part of the lineup. Unfortunately, here it makes you use Grand Admiral Thrawn specifically in this lineup. This can't be avoided. Pardon me, that's my alarm. I'm going to go into work soon. But, so you want to pick a team that will blow through this, and you can't change the leaders around, which is unfortunate because Grand Admiral or Emperor Palpatine lead would be a lot more useful in this instance. We're going to go ahead and use the lineup I have here, see how it turns out. You're going to deal with a lot of the same thing. You're going to get a lot of preloaded turn meter, and with Phoenix, that can be pretty devastating. You can see Sabine, she ripped off a Armor Shred on Thrawn out the gate. And you don't know for sure if it's going to take you out or not. If you got a pretty geared team, it'll make that a lot easier. Now, thankfully, there's no tenacity up here, so I'm going to use Vader to debuff the team. That will help a lot. What you do with the fracture, that's completely up to you. I suggest Keenan is a pretty good option because he is very tough to take out when he is the tank. Now, you want to look, if you got this ability up, you want to look for a lot of debuffs, preferably on a squishy character. Ezra is a great one to try to take out as much as you can. He's gone. Now we got Death Trooper. Death Trooper has Death Mark. You can very quickly bring something down. Okay, so now we got Sabine out. That makes things a lot more straightforward. May not still be a win here. That's the funny thing about this event. This event is extremely easy to turn around on RNG, so you just got to be aware of that. You just want to keep at it. Try to keep on. Okay, we got a taunt out on Chopper. That's going to make things a little tougher. Now, when you got this ability, this will help you. You can add turn meter to one character. I'm going to go ahead and do Veers. Get the days cleared off. Focus back on her. If we can take her out, that would be a very useful thing. But no, we got to taunt back up on Chopper. We'll go ahead and stun him with Thrawn. And we'll see if we can prevent another taunt coming out here. That will help. We'll get Kanan, because if he gets... See, this is one of the trouble with Phoenix. You can hit him and actually heal him up. That can be a challenge. But with Death Mark, if you can exploit it, you can take a character out pretty quickly. And like I said, this is very susceptible to RNG and other factors causing a loss on your end. We lost Veers. A little bit of danger here. Not sure if we're going to take it on this round. I wanted to show you just the use of a team that might work. Okay, now we got Kanan out. Looking a little bit better. We can just finish off Chopper. I think we can take Zeb with 3-on-1. Or maybe 2-on-1, depending. Okay, there's Chopper. Now it's 2-on-1. Got Zeb as our last one. Fortunately, we still have Death Troopers. Death Trooper is very good assets to the team. He has the days, which can also stun. There we go. So as you can see, not a clean victory. Having the Grand Admiral Thrawn leadership is not helping you in this instance. But the rewards are good. I highly suggest you do this event if you can. Get a lot of those rewards, a lot of those good mods. I know a lot of these mod review videos I've been doing. Some people need to work on their mods. This gives you some opportunities to do that. And once you're done, go ahead and look through. Just take a quick glance at your mods. See if you can find the new ones. In my case, it takes a sec because I have a big stack of mods, as you can tell. But go ahead and run through. Okay, so this one doesn't have any speed. I'd probably sell that. This one, no speed. Probably sell that. No speed. Probably sell that. No speed. No speed. This one here, it's got 3 speed. I'm going to go ahead and level it to 12. See if I can bring it up higher. Not bad. Not great. You always want to try to, that particular mod, you want to take more than 10 if you can get it. No speed. This one's got some speed. Both go ahead and see. Oopsie, don't want to sign it. I want to upgrade it, so upgrade it to 12. See where it takes you. I might keep this one here because it's got good health as on top of the speed, and it's got some crit chance, so it's a decent mod. And it's a cross. The cross don't tend to be your faster mods. So that's just how to look through real quick and see if any of the mods. Now with the purple, you just want to level to 3 quick, see if it's got any speed on it. It does not. It's got some health though, so maybe it's a keepers plus crit damage mod, which tend to be helpful. Not so much there. I'm just checking around, showing you guys some things I look for on each of the mods. This one's got some speed. Go ahead and level that to 15. You'll probably use that somewhere. This one here got some speed. Level it to 12. See where it gets you. 9. Okay, not real great. So I'm just keeping them at 12 if they don't go to my liking. See if it gets some speed here. Now it doesn't. We'll leave it at 6. Leave it at 6. Just give me an idea how to look through the worlds. That's all I have for this video. If you have any questions, please ask in game chat line or Discord. This is Daniel Starsaber. We'll see you next time.